Welcome to your sleeping quarters while on the Halcyon Starcruiser. This will be where your sleeping berths are stored, as well as all of the amenities you'll need throughout your stay. You have the storage compartments, as well as the refreshers. You're able to use any of the amenities listed inside of the room, as well as the viewport, one of my personal favorites. I've been on a few different deep space passenger vessels, and not all of them have a viewport for every room like the Halcyon does. It's something I'm personally very proud of. However, I understand that you might not want to view space as well as the interesting details going on outside, since you might be in a blockade for some reason. So if you'd like to close it at any time, you're welcome to press the button, and if it's too bright, the stars can be very bright this time of year, especially as we pass by our coral world of Chandrilla, going to bad too. So you're able to close it if you'd like. We also have the map, as well as different ways to change the console screens for whatever you might need. We have the home phone, which connects to these passenger services, available 24 hours a day. This is also where you'll talk to our home droid D3. She's one of my favorite people on the entire ship, and every time you talk to D3, you get a sense of home, as she created by our founder, Shug Tabor himself. So she knows the ship better than anyone else. Would you like to talk to her?
Sure. Absolutely.
Please press the button to activate, and make sure to speak loud and clearly. You just have your data band right here to connect. Seems as if she might be using a cargo hold. My goodness.
Contact me if anything changes. Oh, it's a new passenger. Hello, and welcome aboard.
Hello, D3. These are the travelers.
Why, yes, I am D3-09. I'm so flattered that you already know my name. Is now a good time to discuss your journey?
Yes.
Wonderful. I am the Logistics Droid of the Halcyon, and I'll be available to you here during your journey. Have you used a Droid Link panel before?
No.
Don't worry, it's easy. This is where we'll talk throughout your journey. And I cannot see into your cabin, as this is an audio-only link. So please speak clearly. So tell me, what brings you to our treasured ship?
Adventure.
Adventurous passengers are my favorite. And you'll get plenty of adventure as we travel through wild space. Now, before I forget, did you bring any Dianoga eggs with you on board?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's a shame. We found a clutch of eggs left unattended in the hydrolift, and I'm hoping to find the owner before something hatches. Yes, that is disturbing, but I'm with a passenger. Panicking won't solve anything, and you watch your language. Oh dear, you don't understand binary, do you?
Apparently not.
Well, that's a relief. Although I suppose there's no use hiding what's happening. The Halcyon is being investigated by the First Order. My colleague is worried they might cause problems for us. But I'm not worried. Are you?
Not at all.
Yes.
Excellent. We planned this voyage to be free of worries. Now, in the meantime, your first shipwide event is muster. Did you have any questions about it?
Where will we meet?
Muster takes place in the atrium at 4 p.m. Captain Keevan assembles everyone, welcomes them to the Halcyon, and then shares important logistical information about our voyage. Oh, it's quite moving. I always make a point of attending because, oh, blast it! The Dianoga eggs. I need to move them to secure containment, so I'll miss Muster today. Will you come back and let me know what you think of it?
Yes.
Thank you. And whenever I have something to share with you, I'll activate your panel's red notification light so you know when to call me. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Perfect. Now, as for what you can do first, do you know where the bridge is?
Yes. Yes.
Wonderful. In that case, One thing you might want to do ahead of our official send-off is visit the bridge. The views of Chandrilla are particularly stunning right now. So, unless there's anything else, I'll let you get started exploring the ship.
Thank you, D3.
Of course. Best journey.
You're able to take whichever holoscans you'd like of the room, as well as the refreshers and the quarters. Did you have any further questions about the ship, your rooms, or the history of the Halcyon Starcruiser?
Is there anything we should know that you could think of that we haven't covered?
Goodness, we're going all the way back to the very maiden voyage. You can see back to here on the console viewport, and that's signifying the original maiden voyage of the Halcyon Starcruiser. That's where we went the very first time, and if you look right in front of the sublight lounge, you'll notice the Halcyon Fluke. The Halcyon Fluke was used on the maiden voyage as that tradition of everyone pressing the wine bottle against the front of the ship to signify the beginning. However, when our founder Shug Trevor hit it against the front of the ship, because of his small Angelin size, it did not break. Most people would take this as a word of caution, a sign of bad or not very great luck. However, Shug took it as a sign of great signifying mystery, who knows what's going to happen next, a sign of good luck actually. And so now it's known as the Halcyon Fluke, right outside of the sublight lounge. And as time went by, travelers would come to it and rub their hand on it for good luck, as it was a gambling ship at one time. Whole different side of the history. We were owned by the Huts, we won't go there. But they would just rub it as a sign of good fortune, and so now we had to cover it up because so many people were rubbing it. But if you ever want to view it, it's right outside of the sublight lounge and playing that game of Hollow Sabacc. If you feel like you need those extra bits of courage, it's always good to inspire and delight.
I saw it, yeah.
I think I will continue my tour here.
Yes, please.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Of course. If you have any further questions, the Passenger Services crew is always available to help. May the stars light your way, everyone.
Thank you.
Refresher's always a good place to see. And so, I saw the younglings were here earlier. Younglings always have a special place in my heart.
Thank you very much.
Of course. Enjoy the rest of your voyage. I'm quite adventurous, so I would find myself sleeping here.
What's the maximum that this sleeps?
To be able to hold 5.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Oh, I apologize.
All right, we're gonna head right down this way. Sarah, you good?
Just
I understand why he's document every detail. The first time I was on the ship, the butterflies didn't stop for at least 3 months. And they still seem to spark every time I step aboard.
well, thanks for the wonderful tour.
Of course.